Hi everyone, it's a pleasure to talk about Kahlil Gibran, one of my favorite poets of all time. I want to talk about his masterpiece, The Prophet. So this is a prelude for that. We are going to see some of his poems from Sand and Foam here. He lived in the first half of the last century. He was born in Lebanon, lived in the USA. He wrote both in Arabic and English. His masterpiece is The Prophet. It was published in 1923 and it had 12 of his original paintings. For me, he's very important because of the way he handled language, how he emphasized beauty, for the perspectives that he provided, and the way he invoked silence through words, and the simplicity in the way that he depicted language. I found him through Osho. Osho has referred him in many places, but I don't think he ever quoted one of his poems. So I was looking for his books and I found one poem in a Tamil book. It was really quite impressive. Make me, O God, the prey of the lion, ere you make the rabbit my prey. Make me, O God, the prey of the lion, ere you make the rabbit my prey. Not sure if this is considered as a good poem, but his views on poem and poetry in general was really impressive. Poetry is not an opinion expressed, it is a song that rises from a bleeding wound or a smiling mouth. It's not an opinion, so the opinion comes from the mind. So it's a song. So rising from a bleeding wound or a smiling mouth. There has been emotion behind a poem. I think that would be the purpose of the language. So when a language doesn't evoke emotion, it's just used for passing information. So when you say something factual, it's better not to have any emotion attached to it. But I don't think that would be the case when it comes to poetry. When life does not find a singer to sing her heart, she produces a philosopher to speak her mind. So this is the beauty, I would say. So you can see the way that he used the words here. So life is trying to find a singer. It's not able to find. Okay, and the reason she's searching is to sing her heart, and she's not able to find. She produces a philosopher to speak her mind. So you can just connect both this, the top one and the bottom one. If you see the top one, so the opinion is from the mind. So usually a philosopher is someone who uses logic, takes emotions off from the language, and provides an opinion about something. So, of course, poetry is not philosophy, but quite it would be philosophical. So as you could see in these poems, I'm not sure any it's for poems. Let's move on. My loneliness was born when men prized my talkative faults and blamed my silent virtues. So loneliness is born. So there's a conceptual fear for loneliness. Praise my talkative faults, blamed my silent virtues. The realness is silent, the acquired is talkative. You see, these are two different lines. Okay. So the real is silent, acquired is talkative. So we can connect both of them. So men praise our talkative faults. That means men praise what we have acquired. So our real is still silent in us. That truth is to be known always, to be uttered sometimes. Known always, uttered sometimes. Again, we can add this. So we know the truth, but we can't utter. When we utter, it may sound like talkative, may not sound real, but it will be appreciated. You can just play with this. And in fact, you can also read from the bottom up. So you can read, a truth is to be known always, but to be uttered sometimes. Okay. When you utter the truth, you can't say everything. So the realness in silent, there will be something will still remain as silent. Only we can talk a portion of it. And that portion will be appreciated by everyone. So you can, but you may still feel lonely. So this is what I like in Kahlil Gibran. So each and every line is something nice and beauty, complete on its own. When we connect with the different lines, they give a beautiful tapestry. The significance of man is not in what he attains, but rather what he longs to attain. What he attains, so doesn't matter. What he longs to attain, because that's what keeps us moving. That gives us the importance, that gives us the significance. So what you have attained, so it's done. So what you are going to attain, it will keep us moving. Okay. Another one. No longing remains unfulfilled. Longing is never unfulfilled. Every seed is a longing. Every seed is a longing. Okay. Not all seeds grow up to trees. Okay. But still every seed is a longing. Again, you can read from bottom up. It will give a different perspective. When you long for blessings that you may not name, and when you grieve, knowing not the cause, then indeed you are growing with all the things that grow and rising towards your greater self. Long for blessings. You all long for blessings, but you can't name it. So when you can't name it, how you long for it? You can only long for it, even you can't ask for it. You even can't pray for it. Longing is different from desire. Longing has something that's disconnected from us. We have a memory of it. That was makes us to long for it, but we can't name it. When you grieve, knowing not the cause, yeah, we all grieve. When we grieve, we want to find the cause, then we want to sue that person. So when you grieve, but you don't know the cause, you can just grieve. That's the only thing that you have to do. You can do. Then, when such things happen, then you are growing. With all the things that grow, that means every living thing should grow. That's why it's living. So that means you are alive and rising towards your greater self. So that rises you towards a greater self. Now I can even go back and see. Now you have a bigger self. Even the smaller self, whatever we have, we are not able to express that fully. How we are going to express this? I believe this is where the poetry helps us. It at least helps us to find that something that cannot be expressed. That's what, personally, I would say. Breath is for the body, language is for the mind, poetry is for the soul. All of them are voice, just the air. Breath, language, poetry. Thanks.